So you chose to watch this because you're fed up with your multi-fuel stove sounding like a rocket taking off. There are solutions available, including silent caps from BernieDawg and QuietStove, but they're expensive, especially if you're outside the US. When I added up the cost of the cap, shipping, and the exchange rate, the total exceeded $100, which is more than what my 20-year-old Primus Himalaya is worth. After some research, I found a solution that involves repurposing a vintage stove bell burner with an attached cap that I found on AliExpress for under $40. I can confirm that this method works with Primus stoves like the Himalaya, and it should also work with stoves that have a detachable bell, like some MSR, Optimus, and Chinese brand stoves. To duplicate what I did, first measure the dimensions of your bell, like I'm doing here. Second, measure the thread characteristics. Here I'm showing which threads you need to measure on the stove body. You can also measure the threads on your old bell. I won't go over here how to measure threads, but I have included a link in the description to a 3-minute video I used to learn. Now check what's available on AliExpress or a similar site and compare the dimensions, paying careful attention to the listed thread dimensions as shown here. The bell dimensions don't have to be exact matches, as long as it fits into the space available in your stove housing and doesn't stick up too far to prevent placing your pot on top. But if the thread characteristics don't exactly match, you'll have trouble screwing in your new bell into place. My new bell weighs 70 grams, while my old one is 40 grams. So if you decide to do this, you'll probably find your new bell will weigh more than your old one. I'll leave it up to you to decide if the extra weight is worth it, but personally, I highly value having a much quieter stove in the backcountry. I've only tested this setup using naphtha or white gas, not with gasoline, diesel, or kerosene. But from my perspective, I don't see an issue with other fuels as long as the stove is primed correctly and you're using the right size jet nipple. Please post any questions you have in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. And if you've discovered another solution, consider helping others by sharing it below. Thanks for watching.